This is Derek T. Lewis reporting to you live from Los Angeles at the WrestleMania 39 press junket, here with the monster among monsters, the monster among men, the one and only Braun Strowman. Thank you so much for giving us your time. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little tired, not gonna lie. Trying to reserve my energy so I don't exert too much for the big dance this weekend. Earlier on in my careers, I would be going crazy and be wondering why I was all tired at the show days.
Right.
I'm saving my energy, so I'm gonna take it out on those poor souls in that.
Indeed. Let's go back in the Wayback Machine for just a little bit. Your first WrestleMania moment, WrestleMania 32. You're in the ring with Eric. You're in the ring with Braun Strowman. I mean, with Bray Wyatt and The Rock.
And Cena.
Yeah, and Cena.
In front of 100,000
people. Take me through what was going through your mind knowing that moment was happening. You're in there with The Rock, Cena.
Knowing that moment was happening didn't prepare me for the moment when it happened. Like, I was like, okay, cool, we're doing stuff with The Rock and Cena. All right. Until you walk out there and you hear the reaction of 100,000 people, not only for them, but for us walking out as a Wyatt family, seeing 100,000 fireflies light up AT&T. Look,
yeah.
and every hair on my body to stand up thinking about it. To being out there with our entrance, to hearing Rock's music hit, to hearing Cena's music hit, to getting in there, getting that action done, man, it was awesome. I mean, it really, for how else, I mean, to be real, that's a pretty good way to do WrestleMania for your first time.
For sure.
I've had some unbelievable WrestleMania moments, you know, from winning the tag titles with Nicholas, to throwing Shane McMahon off the top of the cage, to beating Goldberg. I've wrestled at the largest attendance WrestleMania in history, and I've wrestled at the smallest WrestleMania attendance in history.
How was that, by the way?
It was weird, to say the least.
I mean, when I was watching it as it happened, obviously we were going through a global pandemic at the time, and it was a way for me to get things off my mind. But watching it back, it's like I couldn't even imagine, because I'm in the wrestling business too as a ring announcer, having no fans to feed off of. How difficult was that?
It was hard. I'm very proud of everyone through that whole time that stepped up during that one, exactly what you said, getting content out there to take people's minds off what was going on in the world.
100%.
We were the only entity on the planet doing it, and I was so proud to be able to be a part of that. Even, like I said, if I took somebody's mind off of what was going on in the world for 30 seconds, that means I did my job at the end of the day.
Right.
So it was so cool to be able to do that. But yes, exactly that. Trying to dig deep, like, people don't realize how much the fans and the energy and the excitement that they portray or output gives us energy, and like literally the adrenaline. Like when the crowd's going crazy, I don't feel anything. When there ain't nobody making noise there, you feel every bump, every step. You can hear your heart beating. Like, it's such just different, so weird, because normal wrestling, you're doing something, you're waiting, listening for the crowd's reaction. Now It's just like, you do something crazy and you're like, you literally hear a mouse fart in the corner.
Exactly.
But that's that. At the end of the day, man, it was a weird, crazy, scary time, but it was such an awesome time to be able to do that, to take people's minds off of the craziness in the world. And I'm very grateful that I had the opportunity to be there to do it. I think all the other WWE superstars. But let's be real, I'm happy we're back. The world's back, somewhat running normal.
Yeah.
We got an unbelievable show this weekend. I mean, over 65,000 people each night at SoFi. We got the Crypto.com arena next door, sold out for SmackDown, sold out for Raw. I believe it's sold out for NXT. Man, Wrestling LA, let's go, baby.
Yeah, man. And speaking of your match this Saturday, you're in a Fatal 4-Way tag team match with your partner Ricochet. The tag team came out of nowhere, and you guys are gelling together. It kind of reminds, and again, I'm an old school wrestling fan, it reminds me a little bit of Diesel and Shawn Michaels. Which other tag teams have you watched? Because now you say you're in the tag team scene right now. Which teams have you looked at as far as saying I can steal a little bit of this, a little bit of that?
What's funny? None. I don't watch any tag team wrestling to steal any moves from them. Ricochet and I watch Marvel movies. We stole stuff from Colossus and Wolverine. We're stealing stuff from Juggernaut. Like, that's where we're doing this stuff. Because here's my thing. I have so much respect for all the men and women that have done this before me. I don't want to be them. I want to be the first Braun Strowman. I'm not trying to be the next Diesel and Shawn Michaels. We're trying to be the first Ricochet and Braun Strowman. So I have so much appreciation for it. I never steal anybody's stuff. I never mimic anything, because I want to be the first. I want to be original. I want to be me.
And my last question for you, and again, I appreciate you taking the time. What's your goal for 2023 and beyond?
2023, stay healthy, put smiles on people's faces, inspire people to chase their dreams, and believe that the world's yours for the taking. Do what makes you happy as long as you're not taking someone else's happiness away. Let's get some gold around this waist again.
Yeah, man. Well, again, Braun, thank you so much for taking the time. Again, this is Derek T. Lewis reporting to you from the WrestleMania 39 press junket for the D-Lew Podcast on Believe Network.